Hello everyone. This video is about bond value theorems. Theorem 4. Higher coupon bonds have lesser risk. The change in the price will be less for a percentage change in the bond's yield if its coupon rate is higher. Based on the coupon rate, an investor can compare the risk involved in different bonds. If the coupon rate is higher, risk will be lesser and vice versa. We can check this with the help of an example. There are two bonds, bond A and bond B. Both the bonds have same face value, that is rupees 1000. Coupon rate for bond A is 12.5% and bond B is 0%. Maturity period 7 years each. Yield 15% each. Yield decreased by 1% each. If you see here, all the values are same except for the coupon rate. Bond A has higher coupon rate and bond B has lower coupon rate. As per this theorem, bond A should have lesser risk because it has higher coupon rate. Let's see the calculation. Here we need to calculate the market price at 15% yield and 14% yield in order to find the changes in the price. We can use the formula method. Here face value is 1000 and coupon rate is 12.5% for bond A. Therefore the coupon amount is 1000 into 12.5%, that is 125 rupees. So market price is equal to 125 into present value interest factor annuity 15% for 7 years plus 1000 present value interest factor 15% 7 years. See the present value interest factor annuity table, 15% for 7 years we have 4.160 and present value interest factor 1 rupee table, 15% for 7 years we have 0.376. Use these values and simplify the equation. We get rupees 896. It is the market price. Here we use annuity table for the first half of the equation. That is because we receive coupon amount for all the 7 years. We use present value interest factor 1 rupee table for the second half because face value is received only once, that is on the maturity year. Here it is 7th year. We have already calculated market price at 15% yield. Now we need to calculate the market price for 14% yield. Similar calculation. See the present value interest factor annuity table, 14% for 7 years we have 4.288 and present value interest factor 1 rupee table, 14% for 7 years we have 0.400. Apply these values and simplify the equation. We get rupees 936. It is the market price. Coming to bond B, we have coupon rate 0. So coupon amount is 1000 into 0. We have 0. Since the yield and maturity are same, we can use the same values from the present value interest factor annuity and 1 rupee tables, that is 4.160 and 0.376 for 15% yield, like this, and 4.288 and 0.400 for 14% yield. When we apply these values to the formula and simplify the equation, we get rupees 376 at 15% yield and rupees 400 at 14% yield. Now we need to calculate the percentage change in the yield amount. The formula is percentage change in the yield is equal to 100 into final value minus initial value divided by initial value. Here final value is the value after change in the yield. Here it is value at 14% yield. Initial value is the value of yield given in the problem, that is at 15% yield. Bond A at 14% yield, market price is rupees 936, that is the final value. At rupees 15% yield, market price is 896, that is the initial value. Therefore, the percentage change in the yield is rupees 936 minus 896 divided by 896 into 100, we get 4.46%. Coming to bond B, at 14% yield, market price is rupees 400. At 15% yield, market price is rupees 376. Therefore, percentage change is 400 minus 376 divided by 376 into 100. We have 6.38%. Now, if you see the percentage change in the market price, variation is lesser for the bond A, which has higher coupon rate, that is 12.5%. Here the variation is 4.46%. Bond B with 0% coupon rate has higher variation, that is 6.38%. Therefore, when the coupon rate is higher, the percentage change is lesser. So we can say higher coupon bonds have lesser risk. Next is theorem 5. Capital gains from an interest rate decline exceeds the capital loss from an equivalent interest rate increase. A rise in the bond's price for a decline in the bond's yield is greater than a fall in the bond's price for a rise in the yield. Whenever the yield increases, the bond price decreases and vice versa. There is an inverse relationship between the bond price and yield. Here, as per this theorem, even though the change in the yield is same, based on the direction or pattern of change, the bond price change shows difference. The rise in the bond price is always greater than the fall in the bond price due to the changes in the yield. We can check this with the help of an example. Take a bond with 10% coupon rate, maturity period of 5 years and face value of rupees 1000. If the yield declines by 2%, that is to 8%, what will be the price of the bond? If the yield increases by 2%, that is to 12%, what will be the price of the bond? Here if you see, we have taken only one bond. The actual yield here is 10%. We have two situations. First one, yield declines by 2%, that is to 8%. Second one, yield increases by 2%, that is to 12%. We should calculate the market price in order to see the difference in price changes. The actual change in the yield is same, that is 2%. Let's see the calculation. Coupon rate is 10% and face value is 1000. Therefore, coupon amount is 1000 into 10%, that is 100 rupees. So, market price when the yield is 8%, market price is equal to 1000 into present value interest factor annuity 8% 5 years plus 1000 into present value interest factor 1 rupee 8% for 5 years. See the present value interest factor annuity table, 8% for 5 years we have 3.993 and present value interest factor 1 rupee table 8% for 5 years we have 0.681. Simplify the equation by applying these values. We get 1080.3 market price. Now we calculate the market price when the yield is 12%. See the present value interest factor annuity table, 12% for 5 years. We have 3.605 and present value interest factor 1 rupee table, 12% for 5 years, we have 0.567. Apply these values and simplify the equation. We get 927.5 rupees, that is market price. Now see the difference. When the yield is decreased by 2%, 1080.3 minus 1000, that is 80.3, the bond price increased by 80 rupees, 80.3 rupees. When the yield increased by 2%, 1000 minus 927.5 is equal to 72.5. Here the bond price decreased by 72.5 rupees. Here, therefore, a rise in the bond price for a decline in the bond's yield is greater than a fall in the bond's price for a rise in the yield. Here, even though the yield is changed only by 2%, the decline resulted in higher variation than an increase. It is all about theorem 5. Thank you.